The Shek Report, with Dave Damashek reporting.
Yes, thank you, Jameis. I can handle it on my own. Why you showed up in full pads for this, I do not understand. Did you just throw a crab leg at me? Grow up, would you, man? Damashek here. Week 3's in the book, so let's just get right to it. Remember, players and coaches, don't get angry at me if I call your name. Ultimately, I didn't do this to you. You did this to you. Let it begin! At number 5, receivers throwing and quarterbacks catching. Sure, it's fun to see the Red Rifle, Russell Wilson, and Johnny Football playing receiver, but I think the other players are taking this stuff about the NFL being a quarterback league too literally. Now, I understand passing the ball worked out for Mohamed Sanu and Jermaine Kearse this time, but the NFL isn't just a quarterback league, it's also a copycat league, which you know inevitably is going to lead to this guy thinking he can play quarterback. And we all know he cannot. Now it's time for this week's Get Out of Shame free card, which goes to Florida State QB Jameis Winston. Jimbo Fisher may disagree, but I thought it showed great school spirit to show up in uniform on Saturday night, even though he was suspended by the school. Okay, maybe it was a little weird for him to show up on Sunday on the Eagles sideline. And yeah, I can't really explain how or why he was on stage for a Snow Patrol concert. And wait, he was in the Lego movie? How's that even possible? He's not made out of Legos. Yeah, he's got a full schedule. All right, I'm starting to get creeped out, man. Please. It's enough. Let's get back to the shameful. At number 4, some celebratory do's and don'ts. Do mock your old team if you felt they gave you a raw deal. Likewise, Deb and Hester showed a sense of history and reverence, mimicking Primetime's hand-behind-the-head move. We do, however, advise against leaving your feet for a chest bump, especially with your coach, like Cam Hayward did here with Joey Porter.
We won't be signing Joey.
But this week's winner of the Bill Grammatica Foolish Celebration Award goes to Lions linebacker Stephen Tulloch, who learned it's never, ever wise to mock a quarterback putting on an imaginary belt. Shame. At number 3, Mark Wahlberg, who got to sit in the owner's box in Foxborough for the Raiders-Pats game and gave Pats owner Bob Kraft the high-five hi-hat. I don't know if he's lost touch with the regular man, but he's refusing to touch a very wealthy man. Maybe Marky Mark's a germaphobe, but that's no excuse. High-five your host, man. What is it with Patriots guys being treated like they've got cooties? First Tom Brady, now this. Of course, New England pulled out the victory thanks to this Vince Wilfork pick. However, at the time of this report, the whereabouts of Raiders receiver Denarius Moore remain unknown. At number 2, the New Orleans Saints mascot. I don't know what... Is he... I can't figure out what... Yeah, there we go. Probably best to just play it safe. And that brings me to number 1 and this week's brown paper bag of shame, which goes to the state of football in the state of Florida. The 3 NFL teams went a collective 0 over the weekend, bringing their combined season win total to 1 out of 9. Meantime, 2 of the state's 3 powerhouse college programs, Miami and Florida, went down, and Florida State didn't so much win as Clemsoned itself. Which, if you're not familiar with that phenomenon, is kind of like the Browns browning themselves. Back to Florida's pro teams, though. The only highlight of the Jag season so far has been their in-stadium swimming pool. While the Dolphins have looked so crummy, the only suspense left for them this season is whether they'll be able to beat out the University of Michigan to hire Jim Harbaugh. But it's the 0-3 Tampa Bay Bucks who've distinguished themselves for all the wrong reasons. Hopefully they bottomed out in Hotlanta, because it's getting hard to watch. Last Thursday, the Falcons' pregame pyrotechnics did a better job slowing down Matt Ryan's offense than Tampa, whose coach somehow forgot that when you kick to Devin Hester, bad things happen. It's almost like a bad joke that no one's laughing at. Well, except for this guy. Trust me, that's as close as Greg Schiano gets to laughing. Anywho, this is for all of you down there in the state of Florida playing football. It's the brown paper bag of shame. Wear it well, and I hope things shape up for you sooner rather than later. Till next time, try not to embarrass yourselves. Ooh, a crab leg. Hey, Jameis, you have any drawn butter?
Shek.